world is feeling cold and ugly today, as the white devils are running amok all throughout the construct, perpetuating their evil on anyone that they can perpetuate it upon. That's what I say. Goddamn. Anyway, I have some real life examples of the supremacy of black friends over white family. Tell you a true story about my granny. She was like 20 years younger than my real grandfather, who was a preacher. In his last, 10, 20 years of his life, he was a drunken preacher, and he built bridges. And my granny hooked up with a guy that we all got to know as our grandfather. Everyone called him Wayne, but his real name was Hoover. And while my real grandfather was on his deathbed because he had fallen off a bridge while building a bridge and fell into the water, and it's not like the first time it had happened to him, but this time he caught pneumonia. And one of the stories was while he was dying, she's like, on her way out to go meet Hoover, and she told him, I hope you do die, you son of a bitch, blah, 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 cussed him out and shit. And, but anyway, my real grandfather, before he died, he had some black friends who knew that this was happening with his wife and Hoover. So they set out to hunt Hoover down, and they caught him, and they kidnapped him, and they took him for a ghost ride throughout the city. And they took all his shit. They took his ID, they took his keys, and they, took him out and took him down this, and then this abandoned warehouse area and cut his face open. Said, okay, well, if you live through this, white boy, you're gonna see that on your face every day for the rest of your life as a reminder that you don't fuck with everybody and get away with it. And if that bitch hooks up with you, she's gonna see that shit on your face every day as a reminder of what she could cause. You see? So, he had the scar on his face all his life, and he used to wear a little mustache and shit, a little trimmed mustache and shit to kind of hide it on his lip part. And the first couple years of my granny's life with him, and every once in a while there was a good period, a month or two, they'd be good in their lives. But the first couple years was okay, I guess, They built a life together and shit. He moved into my grandfather's house, assumed everything is his own, And, when the veneer wore off, my granny became resentful and was even resentful to him about fucking her while she was married. And used to call him all kinds of names and, used to just say all kinds of hateful shit about the scar on his face and how he deserved it because he was a dog, and all this other shit. It's like they lived argumentative, fucked up, tense, white devil inbred life together. They had a horrible, horrible marriage, okay? They did stay together till she died, and then he died a year later. But you see the supremacy of those black friends over the white family I got? I got a little brother right now, hangs out with the motherfucker and is buddies with him. Motherfuckers kicking me out of my house. I'm gonna be homeless and shit. And for no reason. They actually have a place they could go, You see? And my brother's more than happy to see this. That's white people. That's the inferiority of the white man right there. When they're so happy to see calamity They're even happy to see it happen to one of their siblings and shit, you see? So I don't know. I'm going to be very soon a living example. I mean, if I'm still alive, a living example of, you know, just how fucked up some entities could be, you know? There's not much that can be done about it except for to endure it and let the debt get accrued for the reciprocity, yo. And, cause, well, you know, I have black friends in Detroit who would love to, like, you know, alleviate this problem for me. And, I don't want to interfere with the time loops he's going to endure as me. Like, you know, he's going to have his penis damn near ripped off and his balls busted and endure, you know, pain in his crotch, and his penis is going to be destroyed. He's going to endure, he's going to endure internal injuries and shit and be gushing blood out of his ass and be sick, you know. Plus, he's going to get kicked out of his own house. And he's going to have some, you know, punk motherfucker turning off his internet and shit, costing him money, you know. It's like he's going to get to see just how much of a punk he is and how much of a bitch he was when he gets time looped as me if nobody interferes with that, you see. So it's like, you know, I don't want anybody to do anything to him that would interfere with him dying and, you know, facing full comeuppance with the Lord, you know. And then he'll get spiritually executed to never get born to perpetuate any of this after he pays for it. And that's what I want. I want him to pay for it. And I want God to do it, you see. It's kind of personal now, where I want God to handle it. I want him to handle it in no uncertain terms, where, you know, even somebody dumb enough to think they could get away with doing this kind of shit to somebody like me, even somebody that retarded could see it. Hey, wow, God walloped the dog motherfucker right out of me before he undid me, yo.